What's the difference between a $75,000 car and a $25,000 car? You know what the difference is? In a lot of cases, the difference is simply 3 times as many hours working to afford it. Now, if you simply love cars, hey, we all have our hobbies. But very often I find people who aren't really that into cars, and they just, because of a brand name or a label, they decide that they're going to invest or pay for, because cars really aren't great investments, they're going to buy the more expensive car. And if you ask them why, they kind of really don't know. I recently bought a Honda CR-V a few years ago, or a couple years ago, and it kind of made me laugh because it's about a $25,000-ish vehicle. And I saw the BMW, which is almost the exact same color blue. And I really admittedly can't tell most of the SUVs apart today. Maybe I'm getting old, but it just kind of struck me as funny as I went up to a BMW once with my clicker and it was, that's not my car. And there really wasn't even that big of a difference. I guess I remember when I was younger, there being such a big difference between, I don't know, a Mercedes and something else, or a Lamborghini and something else. And today, so many of the cars, they look similar. A lot of the features, the airbags, that so many things are similar and standard. And unless you really need that push, is it really worth the extra time it's costing you? And for a lot of people, it's just not, but it's one of those decisions that's made kind of semi-consciously. And of course, sometimes there might be either that sense of wanting to fit in or wanting to enjoy it. And yet, as Tim Ferriss taught, or an idea he shared, which I love in his book, The 4-Hour Workweek, he talked about him wanting to drive fancy cars and said, so I'll rent a Lamborghini for a while, or I'll rent a Ferrari. I don't have to own it. I get to experience it. Yes, great. I've experienced doing this speed at this amount, and now it's good. I don't need that anymore. I mean, something that just kind of cracks me up is where I live, people pretty much drive pretty safely, and nothing makes me laugh more than seeing somebody in this really souped up fancy car that can go like 200 miles an hour, and they're doing 45 miles an hour because that's the speed limit. We don't live in Germany. There is no Autobahn. And so it's kind of like, okay, so the car is pretty, don't get me wrong, but there's so much else you could do with that money. And for some people, they might say, wait, I got plenty of money, I'm good. But for a lot of people, it's just working 3 times as many hours and missing out on the opportunity to have more free time. So I encourage you, look at what your costs are on your car. As opposed to homes, cars are usually much easier to either trade in or change a rental contract or a lease agreement, or whatever it might be. But I encourage you to look at what it's costing you in time and considering what else maybe could you do with that time? Or couldn't you? You might say, wait, I like where I am with my car, but what else could you do with that time? And is it better spent than you having simply a slightly nicer car, or sometimes not even a nicer car, but a car with a fancier brand? Hope this helps. As always, look forward to helping you make more money in less time, doing what you do best. As entrepreneurs, we sometimes need to be locked in a room to get something done. We have a workshop called 4-Day Workweek Entrepreneur Academy, where in 2 days, we help you put together your game plan to create a 4-day workweek lifestyle. You'll be in the room with other entrepreneurs who are networking with each other, creating a support network to implement throughout and after the program, and also understanding and learning the fundamentals of how to best do this. As we do this, we also follow it up with an online program, and we also follow it up with weekly calls to help people make sure they're able to implement the content of the program. So if you're looking to kind of lock yourself in a room and make sure you get some stuff done, and you want to make something happen and get closer to 4-day workweek, go to 4dayworkshop.com and you can learn more about the live event. Helped many entrepreneurs with this before, and I look forward to helping you and seeing you at one of our workshops. As always, look forward to helping you make more money in less time, doing what you do best. Thank you.